Alright, so let's go. We're gonna be doing a 2008 Acura TSX review. It's got 6-speed manual. Alright, here we go. So this is my car. I said about 3 weeks ago I was gonna be doing this review, but I haven't yet. I've been too busy getting ready back to school, stuff like that bullshit. So yeah, got this car last August. For about 15 grand after, taxes and all that stuff here in Massachusetts. Had 52,000 miles on it. I don't even know what it has now. Let's see. Oh, just passed it. 65,000. So I've driven about 13,000 miles since then. I don't know. Overall, it's a pretty good car. There are some complaints, definitely. One of them is definitely where the cup holders are. Cup holders are right behind the shifter, so if you have drinks there, it can be a pain to shift because you hit them and they just get in the way of you shifting. But I mean, that's not really that big of a deal. It's definitely a lot different between my buddy's 03 Acura RSX, where this is a TSX. So he has like the more sporty Acura. His clutch is definitely a lot harder to hold in. It's closer to throw than this one. This is basically fully loaded, I guess, for the year, minus navigation. It doesn't have navigation, but it has, obviously power windows, sunroof, moonroof, whatever they call them, the one that moves. You never know, everybody calls them something different. Leather seats all around, memory seats, so you can actually put in your seat, then save it to your memory of what you have. What else we got? We got heated mirrors. You got electronic controls for the seats. Bluetooth. You can connect your phone to it. That's actually pretty cool. It comes in handy all the time, so you don't actually have to use your phone to talk. You can just pull it up on using the buttons on the steering wheel. It's pretty cool. Sorry about if this is shaking a lot. I have it on some a mount on my window. My girlfriend actually got me. But obviously, if you're watching this, I don't really have any subscribers or really any views on my videos, just starting out and stuff. So if you'd like, subscribe, that'd be awesome. I actually watch a lot of TJ Hunt videos, so I don't know if any of you guys watch TJ Hunt on here. Shout out to him. Great guy, good videos. Definitely learned a lot from watching all of his videos, cars, stuff like that. But yeah. So the car's black with chrome trim, black interior, with like a nice, I guess it'd be their chrome for their inside, but silver. So very nice. It looks good. It looks great. I love the car. Like I said before, it's actually pretty fast for stock car. With its VTEC, can't fit the VTEC. Glorified Honda, so it's definitely not bad. Definitely love the car. Got a good price on it too, because when I was actually looking at cars, I probably looked at 2 dozen cars before I actually bought this one. I actually got this one at a dealership, so it came with a 2-year warranty, free maintenance for a year. But all the cars I looked at, they had 100,000 miles on them, whether it was an Acura TSX or a TL, and they wanted like 16 grand for them. So it's just kind of ridiculous. I paid 14 grand for this, but after sales tax and all that, came out to be about 15. They gave me a tank of gas like all dealerships do. It was actually the Acura of Boston and Brighton. Good people to actually deal with. They're awesome. Any questions you have, they have no problem answering. Call them anytime, they'll answer. They're awesome there. So good shout out to them. Definitely if you're looking into getting an Acura or certain used cars, depending on what they have on their lot, I would recommend them 100 times over. Awesome people. I actually took my buddy with me to test drive this car because I didn't know how to drive stick at the time, and so this was a year ago last month, because we're in September now. He test drove it for me while I sat in the passenger seat looking at everything, smiling and stuff, because just awesome car. So learn from this car actually how to drive stick. A lot of people, you know, they think it's so hard to drive stick, you know, it's something only certain people can do, only car people can do, but you don't have to be a car person to drive stick. I know plenty of people who aren't car people that drive stick. It's a lot easier than you think, you just gotta practice. Like everybody says, the hardest part is first gear and hill starts. But once you get past that, it's pretty easy. Just clutch in, shift, gas out, you know, repeat. Very easy. Traffic can definitely be annoying at times, but it's price to pay for having a car you love to drive. Because there's nothing like it. I owned 2 trucks before this, and don't get me wrong, I love my trucks, but it's fun to drive a standard car for sure. Fix this a little. And it's nice too when since you have a manual, you can kind of on the highway shift and go by people that are driving too slow or get out of the way of something. It's definitely always nice that you have the option to, you know, downshift, get some more torque, some more power, and, you know, move a little bit faster than if you're in an automatic where you just, you know, move as fast as the car would let you, you know. So this is definitely a lot better for that too. So if people are thinking about, I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. Hopefully more than usual. Hopefully this might sway you to actually just get one. I would definitely recommend a manual. Awesome, you know, 5-speed, 6-speed, whatever it is. Because, you know, not many people know how to drive them nowadays. A lot of people don't. And it's kind of nice to know that I do. So if, you know, if somebody ever needs me to go pick them up for whatever reason, and they have a standard that I can drive it home for them, no problem at all. One thing I definitely don't like about this car is, I'll say this, is the oil light comes on at 15%. Well, when you have 15% oil life left before you're supposed to get an oil change, that they deem as 3,000 miles, even though it's synthetic oil and it should be more than 3,000 miles. So every time I turn the car on, the little info light comes on, and then an info light comes on, and then it, you know, has the maintenance required soon, you know, and it's like, that gets annoying because, you know, if you're constantly going and stopping and, you know, shutting your car off or turning it back on, then that kind of sucks. Cop right here is definitely gonna look at me. Somebody always looks at me when I drive. I'm not really sure why. Probably because I'm a kid and I'm talking to myself in my car. Probably think I'm fucking crazy. Alright, he's gonna let me go right on red here, even though we're not allowed to. Alright, it's pretty cool. Probably didn't want me, you know, sitting there while I'm talking to myself. But yeah, I just you know, this really wasn't even like a review, kind of like a talk, I guess, about the car, about what it has, what it doesn't have. Something I learned the other day, I've had this car for years. You unlock the car, then you hold down the unlock button, all 4 of the windows start rolling down on you. So it's kind of nice if, you know, you're far away, it's hot out, you left your windows up, that way you kind of get air starting to circulate through. So that was actually a cool little feature I found it the other day. Maybe I'll make another video of like the features of the car. I know a lot of people sometimes do that in reviews, but this is more of like a talking review of what you know, just of everything, of how I got the car, all that kind of stuff. And then I can make another one of all, you know, the shit that it has in it. Stuff that's nice, stuff that, you know, doesn't really matter, whatever. Oh yeah, also it has heated seats, so that's nice in the winter when it's cold out. But it sucks in the summer though when it's hot as hell out, because my windows aren't tinted, so black interior gets wicked hot to the touch. So that's something I'm definitely gonna want to do. I said I was gonna do it this summer, but I never got around to it. But I need to do it soon, and I need to, you know, tint my windows, that way when I come out to my car and it's, you know, 90 out, the interior's not hot as hell and I'm not burning myself, or, you know, one of my friends is burning themselves from, you know, getting in the car. But yeah, I mean, I'm a great car. Definitely from my trucks, it has a hell of a lot more pickup than what's this guy doing? Letting us go? Cool. Thanks. That I love. You know, I don't really drive recklessly ever. as in I don't really speed up like all the douchebags that have their fart can exhausts and stuff. But hey, whatever you like. Not, it doesn't matter to me. But I will sometimes, you know, depending on the area, location where I am, my town. So that would definitely vary. Definitely something I would like to do is get an exhaust. Not positive yet, because I do like it just the way it is, just quiet. You know, it's nice, like relaxing. Good pickup, a lot better than my trucks. It gets good gas mileage. I think it's like when I drive on the highway, just the highway, I get like 29 miles a gallon. City is like 23, roughly. So I do a lot of mixed driving because I have to drive to school. So I usually get around like 26 actually miles per gallon, which isn't bad. It says it's a 17 gallon tank, but I'm not too sure on that because I'll fill up and I have my light comes on, for instance, and I'll only be able to put 13 gallons in. So I think it's the limit's like it's around 13, 14 gallons, but they say approximately 17 because your tank is about 17 gallons, but the rest is for air and for different combustions or something like that I was reading. So you'll never actually, you shouldn't fill it up. Like once it clicks, wouldn't go too much more than that, even though you might be able to fit another 2 gallons in, but it's actually for your own safety that there's air in there. Something I actually found out the other day. Well, not the other day, but one of the last few times I was filling up, because I was kind of curious, you know. I'm like, why am I, is it filling up to 13 gallons, but yet I'm, you know, it says it's a 17 gallon tank. Whatever. It's, you know. But on gas, you know, it's an Acura, and so you get, for this car at least, not all Acuras, but this one, you need 93, I think it is, like the top tier at like typical gas stations, like mid-grade, and then like at Shell it's called V-Power, for instance. So I usually put in either mid-grade, which is 91, I think, and then whatever that gas station has for 93. I'll switch off between the two, because I read that it doesn't really matter if you put in mid-grade as long as you're switching off, because depending on where I am in location, sometimes the higher end gas is wicked expensive. Not saying I don't want to pay for it, but sometimes if I know I can get it at a lower price somewhere else, I'll just, you know, fill up for what I need, and then I'll end up going to that other gas station to put in the higher grade gas in my car. Like my friend who I was talking about, who went with me to test drive this, who has the 03 Acura RSX, actually he just needs to put in, you know, regular gas. Nothing special. His is actually, you know, obviously he drives manual. That's only a 5-speed, still great. He's done a lot more to his car than I have to this one, but yeah, I think that's what I'll end the video today. I don't want to just keep rambling on about nothing. But there will be a video to come on my car, on you know, I guess the gadgets, of different things that you can do in the car. And then maybe I'll end up doing a review kind of like this of his car, and then maybe also, I wouldn't really say what's in his car because it's the stock RSX, so there's really nothing to it. No offense, Joey, out there, if you watch this, but alright, see you guys later.